Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Saisha. Today I want to share with you guys something that God has been really teaching me over the last few months. Um, Oftentimes God will speak to us in a still small voice, but honestly, this lesson has come loud and clear. And if you're an introvert like me, you will totally relate. So I want to talk about friendship. Now, I know I can already feel you pulling away and wanting to click off this video because let's face it, the friendship topic is hard. And honestly, like if you're in a life of just career and you're just busy and you're a mom, like friendship is a really hard and it's hard to keep and it's hard to come by. So I totally get it. But I do feel like in the corners of our heart we do desire that close friendship and just somebody that understands, somebody that will listen to you, that will empathize with you. You know, you can say, hey, I'm a tired, overstimulated mom, and they're not going to judge you. They're going to totally understand. And honestly, I feel like we all need somebody that we can talk to about our marriage on an appropriate level. Um, you need somebody to talk to. You really do. So I do feel like a lot of us crave that, but I know what it's like to go hang out with friends and just leave feeling so drained and like my cup was not full. Like I just have to leave and like a recharge. And it takes so much to even like get there and hang out with somebody, and then you leave and you overthink everything you said, and it's so draining and it's so daunting. So if you're like me, you will totally relate. um, but I did want to share something with you guys, and this is what God has been teaching me. There are two commandments that Jesus gives us in the New Testament. Only two, and I want to read them to you. It's Matthew 22:37 through 39. And it says, Jesus said unto them, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like unto it, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So I have a personal question to ask you. Do you even know your neighbors? Or more importantly, are you loving them as much as yourself? Because when I asked myself this question, I was embarrassed to think of my answer because I hardly even know my neighbors. Like, I wave and I say hello, but like, I certainly don't love them as myself. And I felt really convicted recently. There was a lady I was talking to, and she was saying that she can't get her neighbors to come to church, so what she's been doing is inviting them over her house, making them dinner, like they play games or watch movies, and she's just been pouring into them and loving on them as much as she possibly can to show the love of Christ and the joy we have in him. And I just, oh, it just hurt me so much because I'm like, man, here I am. I don't even know my neighbors, and she's doing everything she can to share the love of Christ with them because they won't come to church. And I'm like, I haven't even invited my neighbors to church. And I know when Jesus was saying this, he wasn't necessarily talking about your physical neighbors. He's talking about, the people that are around you. But even then, I'm not loving them as myself. And I just, man, it's just been so convicting and eye opening because truly, if you're not loving your neighbor as yourself, you're not doing 50% of the commandments that God wants from you. This is truly what he wants from us. And he created us as social beings. So I understand being an introvert and not wanting to be in social gatherings, but truly, this is what the Lord desires from us. And I think the part we miss is that we look at friendship as something that we get, and are they like us? Do we relate to them? And that's not what God intended. He wants you to go out and be that friend. He wants you to be the person that encourages. And let's be honest, we live in such a lonely time. We have so much social media that just keeps our focus, and we don't look to friendship And there's so many lonely women who are grieving and suffering, and we're just sitting back and thinking, oh, that's out of my comfort zone. And it's so wrong. So this has been something I've been so convicted about, and that is just reaching out to the women you know, to the moms you know. Ask them to go on a walk, ask them to meet up at the playground, or go do something together. I don't know, anything really. Ask if you can help them. I know for me, there's like women in our church that I've been like, oh, I should go talk to them and ask them to hang out or to come over, or ask if I can do something for them. And really, just my shy introvert self keeps me from doing it. And these women, they need us. And it is our call as Christian women to reach out and to be there for one another. And we simply don't, because we've isolated ourselves from, maybe you don't feel well, maybe you're depressed, maybe you have chronic illness, maybe you just feel overwhelmed. And I totally get it, and those are legit, and there you should feel all of those feelings. But please do not let that deter you from being a friend, because I promise you, God will, number one, bless you for it, but number two, it will fill your cup. If you go into a friendship with a different outlook and you're not trying to receive, but you are giving, I know that's backwards from the way the world looks. It's like, if you're not doing this for me, if you don't show up, if you don't text me, then I know who you really are. And that's just, it's so wrong. We need to be looking to at women as somebody to pour into, someone to give to. That is what will fill your cup. Walking into friendship looking to see what you get out of it will never satisfy you. So I would really encourage you, reach out to those women, be a friend. I know it's hard, truly, deeply. I know it's so hard, but I truly believe you will be blessed from it, and it is something that the Lord desires from you. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope this helped you and encouraged you to get out and make new friends and be that friend. I'm praying for you guys, and I hope you are having a great day. And if you're not, just know that His mercies are new tomorrow. So I hope you guys have the rest of a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.